Get ready for breaking news. We start with a serious security alert as Tycoontafa hijacks Microsoft 365 accounts using device code phishing. Experts are warning about how attackers are exploiting these vulnerabilities, and we break down the critical security surfaces you absolutely need to validate right now to keep your accounts safe. CVE 2026-42897, and the emergency mitigation service Microsoft is offering to protect your on-premises servers immediately. Finally, we tackle the big picture with a massive shakeup at Microsoft. Former VP Matt Veloso says Microsoft fundamentally missed the AI wave, and Copilot adoption is shockingly low. We explore the internal factory reset, the competition from OpenAI, and what this means for the future of Windows 11. A new threat vector targeting Microsoft 365 accounts has emerged, utilizing device code phishing techniques. Security experts caution that while automated pentesting tools offer significant value in mapping network pathways, they are insufficient for comprehensive security validation. The article highlights a critical distinction. Automated tools are designed to test network traversal capabilities, not to assess the effectiveness of defensive measures. True security validation requires testing whether existing controls successfully block threats, if detection rules are firing correctly, and if cloud configurations are properly secured. The guide presented emphasizes 6 essential surfaces that organizations must validate to ensure robust protection against modern cyber threats. Microsoft has unveiled advanced shader delivery technology, a major breakthrough aimed at drastically reducing game loading times and eliminating stutters caused by lengthy shader compilation. This long-awaited feature, initially introduced on the Xbox ROG Ally, has now been demonstrated on PC, marking a significant step forward for gamers. The core issue addressed by Advanced Shader Delivery, ASD, is the time-consuming process of shader compilation, which can significantly impact game launch times and cause in-game stuttering when shaders fail to compile on the first attempt. Microsoft developed ASD to solve this bottleneck. In a recent demonstration, Microsoft showcased how ASD eliminated shader compilation in Forza Horizon 6 running on AMD GPUs, resulting in a loading time reduction of up to 95%. By downloading precompiled shaders immediately after installation, the game loaded in just 4 seconds, compared to an estimated minute and a half previously. This showcases the technology's power in streamlining the loading experience. Advanced Shader Delivery is currently available in preview for AMD Radeon RX 7000 and 9000 series GPUs, and is also accessible through the latest Xbox Insider app. While currently limited to select games purchased via the Xbox app or Game Pass, Microsoft has committed to rolling out ASD to other platforms, including Steam. Furthermore, while currently exclusive to AMD hardware, Microsoft has assured that the technology will eventually be available for NVIDIA and Intel GPUs once it moves out of the preview phase and fully launches. A critical zero-day vulnerability has been discovered in Microsoft Exchange Server, prompting immediate alerts from security experts. Hackers are actively exploiting this flaw, which can allow an attacker to execute arbitrary code within a user's browser simply by sending a specially crafted email that is opened via Outlook Web Access. Microsoft has announced mitigations for this high-security vulnerability, tracked as CVE 2026-42897, affecting fully updated versions of Exchange Server 2016, Exchange Server 2019, and Exchange Server Subscription Edition, SC. The vulnerability is a spoofing issue that enables arbitrary JavaScript execution under specific interaction conditions. While official security patches are pending, Microsoft has deployed the Exchange Emergency Mitigation Service, EAMS, to provide immediate, automatic mitigation for on-premises servers running Exchange Server 2016, 2019, and SC. Security teams are strongly advised to enable the M service immediately if it is currently disabled. The Exchange team noted that the M service cannot check for newer mitigations on servers running versions older than March 2023. Organizations are instructed to check the status of the Exchange Emergency Mitigation Service by running Microsoft's Exchange Health Checker script. This incident highlights the ongoing, intense security focus within Microsoft, which has seen the team fix over 130 vulnerabilities in the past week alone, largely driven by their new AI-powered bug hunting system, codenamed MDASH. A former high-ranking Microsoft executive has delivered a scathing assessment of the company's faltering artificial intelligence strategy, suggesting Microsoft has missed the crucial AI wave in the same way it missed the internet and mobile. The critique stems from observations of internal friction and poor user adoption rates for key AI initiatives. The executive, Matt Veloso, formerly the vice president of product for the developer platform at Meta's Superintelligence Labs, and having held significant roles at Microsoft, Google DeepMind, and Meta, claims the company's AI strategy is failing to connect with real users, necessitating a massive internal, factory reset. Veloso points to a stark disconnect between Microsoft's massive AI investments and tangible user engagement. Key concerns highlighted include the low adoption of Copilot. Despite pre-deployment across Windows 11 and the Office suite, less than 3% of paying users actively use Copilot, translating to a mere 3.3% paid adoption rate out of 450 million Microsoft 365 users. This contrasts sharply with Microsoft's estimated $37.5 billion quarterly AI spending. Furthermore, Veloso criticized the lackluster performance of hardware integration. Microsoft's push for neural processing units, NPUs, in laptops has seen OEM investment that yielded little return because nobody cares, because not a single valuable use case was built for those in Windows Office. He also noted declining reliability on the GitHub platform's service-level agreement and rising costs, forcing the company to pivot toward customer feedback. This internal turmoil is evidenced by high-profile departures, including the resignation of Julia Liuson, head of Microsoft's developer division, which Veloso characterized as a shift from a hit refresh to hit factory reset. He argued that Microsoft has been failing to address fundamental issues, noting that while the market may be wrong about the trajectory, the company's execution has lagged. The report also addresses structural threats from competitors. Microsoft's reliance on OpenAI is being challenged as OpenAI launches its OpenAI Deployment Company, aiming to bypass hyperscalers like Azure by directly embedding with Fortune 500 companies, threatening Microsoft's traditional enterprise services moat. Despite the criticism, Veloso defended Microsoft's resilience, asserting that while startups build flashy deployment companies, replacing legacy enterprise software is complex, and Microsoft's distribution network remains its strongest asset. He concluded that the recent changes, including updates to Windows 11 features, signal a necessary pivot back to platform fundamentals, driven by market pressure to address poor AI adoption. The narrative suggests that listening to customers and rebuilding a solid foundation is the pragmatic path forward for Microsoft.